Richardson. He's not afraid to throw it. Second in the NFL in touchdowns. Hope y'all ready for this one, and it's coming up next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them. These October games go a long way to setting the table come playoff time later in the season.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Working across the field, the Tua has it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. He's got it at the 3.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Javonte Williams for the score. It's his second touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So that challenge, a successful one. Now, Tagovailoa on 3rd and goal. To the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Visitors 7, our home team, nothing.
Seven-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
He's coming off such a strong performance last week, Mike, where he did a little bit of everything. Throws for 3 touchdowns, ran for another, but most importantly, leads his team to the big win. I'll tell you what, he has his eyes set on trying to do the same thing here over these next 4 quarters.
That's taken in by Achane. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 29-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
3rd down and 7.
Tight end going in motion here. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the RPO, it's Nakua. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Off the bootleg, here's Tua. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense ready for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the gun, Richardson. The outside, caught by Neighbors. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Richardson. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Richardson. This one complete to Oliver.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Richardson operating from the pistol. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Richardson. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 34-yard line.
The tight end Fant in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. This one complete to his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. On 2nd down, Richardson. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Here's Richardson. To the perimeter, he got Odunze on the out. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This will be a 38-yard attempt. That one is good. And his guys are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. The motion man is Nakua. Tua now on third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Taken at the 19. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. First and 10. Now Richardson. To the right side here, pass is caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 37-yard line.
The tight end Fant in motion. A second down throw for Richardson. That's caught by Lamb. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Richardson going to look to throw. Open man downfield. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
That is such a critical area on the field, Mike, between the hash marks and the numbers. Everyone wants to control the middle of the field. Every offense is targeting it. So what does the defense do? They really pack it. So for a quarterback to be able to put this ball out on the perimeter, it just really stresses these defenses, especially in their coverages.
He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Deron Bland with the tackle.
At the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Richardson. To the left side, caught by Lamb.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The tight end Fant in motion. That's into the hands of Lamb. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Good blocking, and he's in. Anthony Richardson for the touchdown. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Nakua snags it over the middle.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, The key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try to run for it with Williams. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's enough for a first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Tua. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. Here's 3rd and 2. Now it's Williams. And yes, that'll get it. First down, marked at the 30. A good run will keep this drive going.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He keeps it himself, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Tua. He's got his big tight end. Kyle Pitts has a touchdown. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Reichert now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the visitors are on top. It's 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. To throw, it's Richardson. Connected with the tight end. That's Fant. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The tight end Fant in motion. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. This will be a 41-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Now he'll air one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense, and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. And he'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll motion a tight end right. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the
The tight end Fant in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds. The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try, and he will score. Anthony Richardson for the score. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack two more onto their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's Richardson. His pass right side caught by Lamb. And that's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 2. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. He'll stay on the ground. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Richardson. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Richardson. He runs with, and he's got another one. Anthony Richardson, touchdown. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and it adds up to 16 now on the season. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think a quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. But 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's another run here for Williams. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's 2. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Throwing is Richardson. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. Deron Bland. Good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop. On the give, it's Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
What I loved about this play, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker before the ball was snapped. We see so often they get antsy. They start tipping the blitz, and then the offensive line and the running back is able to pick them up. But in this case, it didn't look before the snap like he was going to come. He times it perfectly. Nobody accounted for him, and he records the sack.
A quick throw. That's complete on the slant.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
17 yards, the gain there. And that will be a first down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Tua. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And now here comes the punt team. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. This team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 90 yards. It is a touchdown. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And his guys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Now Tua. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's Tagovailoa. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. Back to throw is Tua. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll drop this down to Williams. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Tagovailoa. Right side, complete to Nakua. Second down and 8. Throwing again, it's Tua. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. Here's a 3rd down and 4. A give, and here comes Williams. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They snap it to Tua. Short throw taken by Pitts.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Drive will start on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. The tight end Fant in motion. The outside caught by Neighbors.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Catch is made. That is Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Tua gonna throw. And that is incomplete. But a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late? 1st and 10. Tua. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Now it's Tua. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. They'll throw now 3rd and forever. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just...
That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. That's right side and brought in by Williams. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.